What's up, you guys? It's your girl Haley back with another video. Today's video we are going to be talking about laser tattoo removal, and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for any updates. And without further ado, let's get started. So I wanted to talk about something new that's going to be going on in my life, which is like super exciting, and I feel like it's just another like milestone that I'm going through, or like another phase that I'm going through. A lot of you may not know, but I have a tattoo like on the back left of my shoulder, and the tattoo is of my parents' names. So it's my mom's name, my dad's name. It has roses and like a ribbon on it, like in the background. And so I got it when I was in high school. And let me tell you, I thought it was so cute at the time, and I thought it was so cool. And I think that was my second tattoo. My first tattoo is like on my hip. I am now considering, or lately have been considering, removing it. But let me give you guys a little story on this tattoo. Like I was saying, I got this tattoo back in high school. I was probably like 14, 15, which is insane when I think about it. Like, let my 14-year-old niece get a tattoo. I'm like killing her, literally. So it's just crazy for me to think that that was okay for me at the time, but whatever. I got a tattoo, and I think it was just something that I impulsively did, and that's like a habit of mine. I always make impulsive decisions, and getting that tattoo was just one of them. I run into a tattoo artist in Revere. Now I'm going to him to do my tattoo, and we're in the projects. Like, I got my tattoo done in the projects, and it literally took me like 3 hours to do. And I mean, I don't have a lot of colors, so it's mainly just black ink. I am gonna have a picture of the tattoo like somewhere over here so you guys can see it. It's mainly black ink with roses, and it's like faded red. But as you can see, the lettering of my parents' name is extremely scarred, which means the tattoo artist went really deep, deeper than they should have, into your skin. So in this case, that happened to me with the names. He went really deep into my skin, forming scar tissue underneath. So when you're healing from that tattoo, you'll feel the lines of that tattoo. Typically when you have a tattoo, like I have one here on my arm, which is small, after it's healed, you're not supposed to feel the lines, you're not supposed to feel the work like of the tattoo, nothing. So that's how it should heal when it's done properly. I never realized, honestly, like I didn't realize how poorly this tattoo is done up until maybe like 2-3 years ago. Not 2-3 years ago, I kind of like, you know, over time, like as I grew, like I just thought, I'm not really fond of it. It's not flattering. I don't like the design. The ink is too thick, and I could name a few things. And mind you, this tattoo is like in the back left of my shoulder, so it's almost just like I don't see it every day, so it doesn't bother me as much. It's just like out of sight, out of mind almost. So that's why up until 2-3 years ago is when I really started like disliking the design. And when I wear certain things such as dresses like this one, and you know, you can see the back, and you know, it's an open back or it's a strapless, whatever, you can see the tattoo. And it's those moments where I would look in the mirror and just, I wouldn't be fond of it. And at the time, obviously I wouldn't say anything, like I wouldn't make remarks, or I wouldn't say anything, because at the time it seems like something so permanent, like, okay, the damage is already done, you know what I mean? Like, it's on my body, there's nothing I can do. I never really said anything. Like, I never said anything as I would look in the mirror. You know how, you know, girls check themselves out in the mirror to see if an outfit looks good or whatever. And honestly, like, yeah, the past 2-3 years, I just really didn't think it was flattering. Up until recently is when I decided I can remove this tattoo. It's just about how and when. So recently I started doing some research. I contacted a couple places. My first option that I contacted was Removery. Removery is a laser tattoo company that is based in Boston on Boylston Street. I did do a free consultation with them, and I brought my planner just because I wanted to go over some things that they had spoken to me about. Mind you, this isn't a small tattoo, so this is literally any information I give you guys is speaking based off my own personal experience, my own tattoo. I'm literally only making this video because, or just documenting my whole progress, because I don't know anybody in my circle or in my community that has actually gotten a tattoo removal. And so I'm doing this and I'm documenting my journey and just sharing information with you guys, because I feel like it could be helpful for somebody that maybe got a tattoo when they were in high school like I did, or maybe they just got a tattoo that isn't flattering, they got a best friend tattoo or a boyfriend matching tattoo, and it's just no longer something that is significant to them, or it's just embarrassing. So sometimes people could be in situations like that, and it's like, you know, you want to make sure that you go about things the right way. So I want to make sure that I can share my experience and the information that I get throughout this experience with you guys, and just document this journey and film it, and just feel like, you know, being helpful for others. If you do want to keep up with my journey, just make sure you guys follow me at @theofficialgal_ on Instagram. I've been going live on Instagram, so if you guys are already following me, you should already seen I went on live twice. And I'm gonna go over that in a little bit. For more updates, just make sure you follow my IG, because I'm gonna be on live on there too. So I brought my planner because I use this for everything, literally everything. And I wrote down some notes when I had a consultation with Removery. So when I had seen them, they had measured, you know, square units of like what my tattoo would measure, and the total based on that was $3,090. I don't have the exact square measurements, but the total that they gave me, the quote, was $3,090. Now I would have gotten $100 off if I made the decision same day, right then and there, but I feel like that again is also something impulsive that I would do, but I just didn't think it was wise, so I didn't do that. Mind you, this is my first experience, so when I applied with them, or when I had my free consultation, they're like, oh well, you can apply for Care Credit. Care Credit is a credit card, and they pull your credit to see what you get approved for. You can make monthly payments, like get on a payment plan through that way. Like that was a third party for them. So I did it, and I didn't get approved for the full $3,000. But whatever I got approved for, I would have to pay the rest monthly, $207.50. Now I just wasn't comfortable with my credit being pulled, and so I just didn't want to go further with them, and budget wise it just didn't fit my budget for like future plans that I have going on. So I wanted it to be budget friendly, so this was something that I had put on hold. Unfortunately, I told them, I said, you know, I didn't expect for it to be this much. So after that day, I did do some more research. I ran into a couple other places that I did reach out to, but one place that I did reach out to that got back to me immediately was Laser Away. So Laser Away was a company that I reached out literally within 2 minutes. They called me, we set up a free consultation over the phone. Actually, I didn't even have to go there. It was over the phone, everything. I sent them a picture of my tattoo. I sent all the documents on my phone while I was still on the phone with them, so it was super convenient. She was able to walk me through, or if I had any questions. Her name was Hope. She was so sweet, and it was just such a good experience, because any questions that I had or any doubts, you know, she was able to answer them. And I was fearing that if I had started a payment plan with them, that I would get my credit pulled again, and they had an option where they didn't have to pull your credit and you would still qualify for a payment plan, which was awesome, because that just wouldn't have worked for me, because I already have fraud on my credit. So I just knew that that wasn't the route I wanted to continue going, and I felt like from my first consultation I learned from that, like for sure. So the quote that they gave me, Laser Away, where is it? Oh, so they gave me $27.99, which is already about $400 less than Removery, and they offered me a 15% discount code, discount like off of that amount, and that ended up being, that brought me $400 down, and that came up to $2,380. Now I went on a Verity payment plan with them, so I paid 20% up front, and I can choose 12 to 18 months. Now if I chose 12 months, my 20% upfront would have been $460. If I chose 18 months for my payment plan, my upfront would have been $475. Now I didn't mind paying the extra $15 upfront if I were gonna get lower monthly payments, which is what I wanted. So I would have been paying almost $200 a month, which wouldn't have been much different from Removery if I did the 12-month payment plan with Laser Away. But luckily they had an 18-month option, so now I'm only paying $132 a month with them, and I paid the $475 up front. So today I was actually supposed to have my first consultation, not consultation, I was supposed to have my first session with them. So today I should have had my first session. They would have already had done my back, and we did it. Aww. And I'm happy we did it. But let me just explain how my experience was when I went in there. So when I went into Laser Away, it was so nice in there. First off, it was so nice. Everybody there was extremely nice, and when I went in there, it was very clean, very nice. The setup was nice and very pretty and girly, and it was just super cute. They had me first check in. After I checked in, they told me that there was a nurse that was going to call me on FaceTime or video chat, but it was FaceTime in this case because I have an iPhone, so that she was going to FaceTime me and just discuss my medical health history. When you do a consultation or book an appointment with Laser Away, there's already a survey that you fill out and forms you fill out, you know, before you actually go in and get started. So that's what the nurse wanted to discuss with me about. Some of the answers that I already answered as far as my health survey that we previously filled out. So it was very assuring to me. Like, I felt very assured that I was in good hands because I was able to actually speak to a nurse and discuss some of my medical history, which was really comforting in my opinion. I went into a private room. They put me in a private room so I can have a conversation with her. As soon as I finished, I was able to be seen and sit down with someone. The person, I don't know what the specific name is for the person that does laser removal. Esthetician, I don't know, dermatologist, I don't know. If you know, comment down below. When we were in the room ready to get started, you know, before we got started, she also had me, you know, sign a consent form. I believe it was a consent form that I previously signed with them, but it must not have gone through. And she also did ask me a few additional questions before we got started, just so that we're starting off on the right foot, you know, everything's done properly. And one of the questions that she asked me was, did I have any heavy sun exposure within the past 2 weeks? And I said I did. I actually tanned for 4 hours. It was either on Father's Day or that Monday after Father's Day, which was a little shy of 2 weeks. So because of that, she told me, she said, unfortunately, you know, we would have to reschedule your appointment just so that we can be safe. And I, without a doubt, was so excited for the appointment today. But I felt even better that they cared more about the procedure going well and done properly, and that I was safe. Because if they had done the laser removal on skin that has had that sun exposure within the 2 weeks, they would have burnt me. So she was just looking out for me, and it was just really assuring to me. So I wasn't disappointed at all. We ended up scheduling my first actual session the week after, which is still just right around the corner. And they're just, you know, they're like, just make sure you're not tanning. And that's the thing, that I had questions about, because it's summer, because I do tan heavily. I had some questions about that. And what she told me most importantly was that you want to make sure that you don't have extreme sun exposure 2 weeks before your actual session. And so between each session, there's an 8-week gap. So for me, I'm gonna have 10 sessions. There'll be an 8-week gap before my next session, so that those 2 weeks I cannot have extreme sun exposure. I can't tan, I can't, you know what I mean? The healing process, however, is fairly quicker. So once you do have your first session, you have 3 days to properly take care and heal from your laser removal. It's getting so hot. It's so hot outside. But I didn't want to make this video long, because this is gonna be episode 1 to my tattoo removal journey. So there's an intro so y'all know what's going on, and then we can have more episodes, because as you know, they're gonna be 8 weeks apart per session. I will have my first session next week, so there'll be another episode 2 for that. But this will be our first episode of the tattoo removal journey, which will be so fun. So I'm super excited for that. What else did I want to say? What was I saying? Because my camera died on me. The camera overheated. and shut off. So what is this saying? Oh, so after the 3 days of healing, you want to put hydrocortisone on it, and then you want to put Vaseline to lock that in, and then put gauze over it. And you don't want to wear tight clothing, and you want to be comfortable. I didn't ask any questions about like how you should sleep, but that's something that I am gonna ask when my first session is up. And if you guys have any questions too that maybe would help me out, comment them below. That way I can ask them and get answers for both of us because all in all, this is my first time, so I don't know what I'm doing. I just know the basics. I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what questions to ask. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you guys can help me out with that. Yeah, so after the 3 days of your healing, there's that 6 to 5 weeks. You know how it's 8 weeks? You have that 6 to 5 weeks to, like, you know, you can tan and you can, you know, do that. If you get burnt, because I asked the question, like, what if you get burnt? Like, because that sometimes that could be inevitable. She's like, that's fine as long as you're just not still burnt by the time your appointment is due, like within those 2 weeks. And it was super helpful because I'm able to text them updates and text them, you know, pictures of my tattoo and ask them like, hey, is this good for me to come in for my next appointment? Like, does it look good? And they'll let me know like, yeah, you're fine for your appointment, or let's just wait, you know, until your tan is like settled or something like that. You know what I mean? But the fact that I can stay like in contact with them throughout this process, and they're helping me and they're teaching me, and I just think it's been really awesome, honestly. Let me grab the little kit that she gave me, like to heal, like, you know, for the healing process. All right, so because today was supposed to be my session and we had to reschedule, she had this already ready for me. So this has your hydrocortisone in it, your petroleum jelly, and a whole lot of gauze. And then I mentioned too that I am going to Puerto Rico in September. Yes, your girl's going for a vacation in September, and I'm going with Brian and his family too, so I'm so excited. This is gonna be like my little to-go thing while I'm in Puerto Rico if needed, but I already have petroleum jelly in my bathroom, and I actually do need to get hydrocortisone and more gauze. So I want to have all that here at home, so it's just ready. I don't think I need a huge supply of it because it's only gonna be 10 times, yeah, I might, I don't know. But yeah, I'm still fairly new to this, so if anyone's already gotten like a tattoo removal, or, you know, just comment down below what you know, like, so you can help me out, because that would be greatly appreciated. And it's just like a dream. Like, I can't believe I'm actually doing this. Like, I always thought like, okay, I'm stuck with it, what can I do, you know, like the damage is done. But no, I'm actually like really excited, and I'm looking forward to this, honestly. And that's why I wanted to document this, because it's exciting for me, and I think it'll be exciting for those to see how this process is going, especially people that are looking to remove their tattoos. You know, sometimes it's just a tattoo that you're just not fond of anymore. You outgrow things, you know. And for me, I feel like lately, within this year, I've been maturing and growing so much. Like, your girl don't even got acrylics on. And that wasn't even intentional, because my pinky nail completely came off when I had acrylics. So I had to take all of them off and just go natural. But it's growing on me. Like, I love how it looks. Like, look at your girl. I used to bite my nails, and they're like growing and prospering, and we love it. So they're looking real cute, real feminine, and I'm definitely gonna continue doing that. But it's just like to prove like I'm just going through these phases, and this is just like a part of it, and I'm just maturing more. So yeah, I just feel like this is like just my time to like grow. I feel like my style has changed so much. Like, I'm so minimal. I'm either really extra or very minimal, and I just don't think there's any in between. So that's just that. And this tattoo just doesn't, it's not my taste, it's not my style. So it is what it is. You know, the other ones that I have, like this one and the one on my hip, those are much smaller and minimal, so I can tolerate them. But the one on my back is just like a big blob, and it's just like not good work. So it's just something that I'm just trying to remove. If you guys want to stay tuned and keep up with this journey, make sure you guys subscribe. Oh, hold up, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button and like this video. Make sure you comment if you guys have a tattoo that you regret. Comment if you guys have a tattoo that you're looking to remove. Comment if you guys are just, I don't know, just support your girl, okay? And I will see you in the next video. Stay blessed and stay tuned. Bye.